Question 1. Figure 1 shows apparatus set up to measure the rate of photosynthesis in pondweed. We can see we've got figure 1 here with a lamp, a 100 centimetre difference, so 1 metre. Water containing sodium hydrogen carbonate. Now we know that sodium hydrogen carbonate will provide a source of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. We can see the pondweed inside the beaker there, and we can also see oxygen bubbles being given off. Oxygen is a product of photosynthesis, therefore we can use that to measure the rate of photosynthesis. Okay, now we've got all that information from that figure, let's look at the question parts. Part A, why does the water in the beaker contain sodium hydrogen carbonate? Tick 1 box. So, we actually know the answer to this already just from looking at the figure earlier. So it is to supply the pondweed with carbon dioxide. Now, even though we know that's the answer, let's check to make sure the other two options aren't correct. So to supply the pondweed with oxygen, well, no, sodium hydrogen carbonate wouldn't do that. To absorb oxygen given off by the plant, well, that would defeat the point of the investigation because we're trying to actually measure the rate of the oxygen being given off by the pondweed in photosynthesis. So yes, that first option is correct and scores the 1 mark for this question. Part B, to calculate the rate of photosynthesis, a student counts the number of bubbles given off by the pondweed. What other measurement does she need to make to calculate the rate? So, we've got the bubbles given off that are formed from oxygen in photosynthesis, but the fact that it's a rate means we also need a time component. So it's a number of bubbles in a certain given time. So that scores the 1 mark available for this question. The student wishes to investigate the effect of light intensity on the rate of photosynthesis. She repeats her measurements after moving the lamp to 25 centimeters away from the beaker. By how much would this increase the light intensity? Tick 1 box. Now, because of the way light intensity is calculated out, moving it from 100 to 25 would actually increase it by 16 times. So that final box there. That therefore gives us the 1 mark available for part C.